Welcome to the Banter and Bliss podcast. This is Jason, and I'm here with my co-host, Allie.
Sup?
Welcome. I know it's been a while. So today has been, I'm going to preface this all by today has been a long day. We've literally spent the last 2 hours trying to configure recording some of the stuff, the lighting, the setup. It's been a mess. So
We're a bunch of podcast newbies.
yeah, we were planning on going into, an episode that we had recorded earlier today, which apparently did not record properly and only recorded you, not me.
And no sound.
So
so we
basically spent 2 hours trying to prep to record for this. And so we were pretty much fed up with it. I needed a drink. So we are now drinking. I got a bourbon whiskey sour here, and
I've got a Midori sour.
hey, double sours. Cheers. All right. Oh man, that's good.
We need that.
I literally never thought I would be like drinking whiskey, and so when we were on our road trip, we talked about in the first episode. When we were in Montana, I got gifted a bottle of bourbon whiskey. And I was like, I'm going to find some because, whiskey's really strong. And found the bourbon whiskey, and it is delicious.
So
bourbon
whiskey
sour.
and Bavarian vodka are like brand new in your life.
Yeah. So basically, Montana is making me an alcoholic, I guess. Their food's phenomenal, and apparently, good taste in liquor and stuff. So, anyway, so we're preparing to go into the discussion about Myers-Briggs and personality tests and whatnot, and we will try to record that tomorrow morning. So, since it is the night, we are drinking, and we are over today already. We're gonna do another round of Let's Get Deep, and I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this last time, but this is the game that we started playing at night. We recorded our first podcast, our second podcast, episode 2, but that was our first night podcast. And so what we did on that one, which we're going to do again today, is go through this card game. It's relatively straightforward. We have a deck of cards, pull out a card. We've got icebreakers, deep and deeper cards. And so they're great. It's a great card game for couples. And if you want to hear more about that, you can watch our episode 2, where we kind of talk about the origination of the game. We're going to go ahead and jump on in. I'm going to pass it over to Allie. She is the card master here. And she'll pull a card, and we will hop into it and enjoy our drinks and have a good conversation.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Sorry, major camera move.
I'll try to adjust that.
All right. Okay, we got a deep this time. We only had
2 deepers?
2 deepers, and then we did an icebreaker at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so deep. All right, Jason.
I'm ready for the sexual questions to come.
Are we gonna do sexual questions?
Maybe.
Do people want to see that?
I just wrote on the description for the YouTube thing.
Maybe inappropriate.
No. I said we're going to be doing any and all topics, no holds barred, and be careful if you're a sensitive snowflake because I curse and offend people. So I'm not against, but we can make that determination based on the card.
Yeah, well, I'll analyze the card before I read them.
We'll do recording pause.
And a little audit before I speak. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This one is fine. Okay. Jason. What would you want to be famous for?
What would I want to be famous for?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, I don't actually know if I would want to be famous. Well,
you talked about the self-actualization.
That's what
your legacy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So, I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk. We all have our own opinions of what's going on with Twitter, and I mean, I don't think that's the best use of his time, and whatever. We're not going to go into the Twitter thing. Ignore Twitter. So, for the most part, his companies, Neuralink, Tesla, SpaceX, boring, and he was involved in OpenAI originally too. I don't. He wasn't like a CEO or anything, but I think maybe he was like I don't know if he was like a co-founder or like early investor, some shit like that. He was involved one way or another. Maybe board of directors. But these are all like revolutionary technologies. And what impresses me about him so much is he's just so fucking smart. Like, simply put, right? So he's able to create all these things in all these separate industries that all have their own unique purpose, right? And influence the market overall. So, aeronautics, aerospace technology, electric cars. Now everyone's got a fucking electric car. So anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm rambling with intent, which is he is famous for his brains and the technology and the businesses he's kind of created. And so if I were to be famous or whatever, I would assume it would be for something revolutionary or something that provides like a significant impact to like humanity, whatever that may be. So being known for something like that, like obviously I wouldn't want to be like, fucking Kim Kardashian. It's like you're famous because you had a sex tape. Like, that's not impressive. So yeah, I guess there's like the Kim Kardashian and the Elon Musk, and that's like the spectrum of like, you're famous for certain things. And I would want to be like where Elon is. So making an actual impact to humanity. Basically, that's my answer.
It's a very intense answer. It's like,
well, what would you be famous
that's a
for?
high pedestal.
Well, yeah, I mean, I always have very high aspirations with everything. Like, yeah. Like even the simplest of things, I always expect a lot of myself, others, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to be famous for? Do you know?
Famous novelist.
Yeah. I would say author.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling.
But yeah, author. I don't think I would do anything else. Maybe YouTube, I guess.
So why is mine such a high, whatever you want to call it, when really it's the exact same thing as yours? The only difference is
mine seems attainable. Mine seems like yours seems like almost like you said, it's revolutionary technology. It's like how many revolutionary technologies come about every day, but there's thousands of books that get published every day.
Well, not everything that he does is, well, a lot of what he does is revolutionary. It's not all the technology. It's really just, it's kind of like, okay, yes, there are aspects of like SpaceX, right? Where it's like they had rockets and they were the first to land rockets that were, sent into space or sent up into the atmosphere. So reusable rockets, pretty significant, pretty big thing. But there's much more to SpaceX than just that. Obviously going to Mars would be like, oh, hey, no one's done that before. But it's not like no one could do it. NASA could do it, but we just are not getting the funding. It's just, I don't know. There are so many things that we currently don't have or wouldn't have or in the future wouldn't have, and we will, or we have the chance of having it because of Elon. So I think that's pretty big. And yeah, I have high aspirations. So sure. But, I'm not going to write a book. It's not my thing. Or I wouldn't write a novel. I could see myself writing, I don't know, an autobiography, what the hell is it? Oh my God. See, this goes to show how I never read just random fucking books. Fiction, nonfiction. Brain. Yeah, I would never write a fiction book. I could see myself writing a nonfiction something, right? Because I watch podcasts, or I listen to podcasts, I watch videos, I read blogs, I read articles, but I don't read a lot of books.
See, I don't see myself writing a fiction book. No, a nonfiction.
Right. But look at my little section of book shit that I have on the corner.
Yeah, we're opposites.
Right. None of mine are fiction books, and all of yours are fiction books, ignoring the whatever.
House ones.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. It's not. You're not reading it. It's more of a reference book. So, yeah, I mean, even the book that I bought recently, which I fucking read 2 chapters and then just got distracted with shit, the David Goggins book. But the thing is, I've watched the Joe Rogan podcast with him. I've watched other random videos on YouTube. I follow him on Twitter. I absorb his content, even though I haven't read his book and beyond the 2-3 chapters. But that was really good. That book is one of the highest rated books I've ever seen on Amazon. It's 4.95 stars. It's insane. So it's a really good book, and he's got a really crazy upbringing and background. So I want to, and maybe I should fucking start reading it now. But anyway.
Okay. So you're going to invent something or create a company that's revolutionary, and I'll be an author.
Yeah, but you're inventing a story. Sure, it doesn't necessarily have a humankind impact. I mean, maybe someone reads it and you could be the J.K. Rowling, right? You make a book and someone reads it and then they end up becoming an author. That's probably the biggest impact you could have.
I would love for it to be a movie series.
Well, there's that too.
That would be so cool. And then having
Well, see, I don't even look at that as the impact, because take J.K. Rowling. I'm sure she's impacted thousands of people to become authors. But I'm saying if you just impacted one person, I want to write a book, that's your level of impact. I mean, sure, it'd be great if you could write fucking 7 books and have the fucking Harry Potter styles. I mean, that would be insane. You'd be a fucking billionaire like her.
Yeah.
But I think, you complete the book. It's, successful. You sell some and people read it and you get some good reviews, and that's pretty cool. And then you could work on the next book,
Yeah.
And then you get feedback. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, I'm stoked to see the final product on that one.
I am too, actually. It's a long work in progress, but
yeah, it's one of her goals for this year is actually to complete her novel.
I forgot about that.
So so presuming and hoping, we're still doing this in a year.
I can.
That would be cool, and we'll definitely share that. And then I mean, I'm jumping the gun because we've got 3 subscribers right now, but we can. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, the 3 subscribers is us and her mom. So, with that being said, if in a year we've got, some subscribers and people that are watching, we can definitely give away a book to someone in the audience and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she needs to finish it first, but
I just finished the puzzle book, the kids' book.
Yeah, so. I'm on her ass, so I can make sure that she finishes it this year.
That's about to be launched too.
The puzzle
The
one.
kids' puzzle book.
yeah, once we got that all set up and fixed, Barnes and Noble and all that, we'll try to give you guys an update on that, and that'll be cool. And if some of you have some kids, it'd be great for them.
It's really cute. Maybe I'll show it when I get the prototype again. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, should we go to the next one?
Mm-hmm. You grab another card, and I'm grabbing another.
Sorry, I keep moving your camera because the cards are on.
Do you want to like lift the cards up?
Well, if I do that, I feel like you're.
Is it gonna shift? Here, we're improvising on the spot right now, so don't sweat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm adjusting. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Oh, you did adjust the weight.
Okay. All right. I was trying to keep it, within reason, and she's going crazy with the camera right now. So.
Hold on, I think I got an idea.
What? You need it for the weight?
Yeah, it's the phone is too.
Thanks a lot, Mama. Not my mom, her mom.
Try that. Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right. Does it look good? You're good. We're gonna start doing this podcast, fucking, legit Joe Rogan style, like live, no fucking edits.
Yeah, no edits, nothing.
We're gonna keep it real.
And one day we will have high tech equipment and mics that don't have feedback with each other, and you're not going to have a blurry screen. And
yeah, maybe she'll have a computer that doesn't suck ass for once.
So yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
Next question, icebreaker.
Does it feel hot in here?
No.
I feel like I'm like hot. I don't know if alcohol's like warming me up. Alcohol does kind of warm me up a little bit.
Nah.
Maybe I should take my socks off. Anyway, continue. They don't need to see my sockless feet.
No. All right. What's your favorite sport to watch?
My favorite sport? Okay. We're not a very pro sport family over here.
Well, I think we like sports like when we're playing them, occasionally, but I don't think either of us are like, we have the teams and we gotta like watch the games and like the Super Bowl, neither of us really care about. It's like if it's on and we're at a restaurant, we'll watch it or keep tabs on it. But like, it's not like people make it like a thing.
I mean, I'll watch the Super Bowl because it's kind of like entertaining because, everyone's kind of watching it. There's a certain vibe. There's an atmosphere. And then, it's the two best teams of that year. So like, usually it's a good game. The exception. The year that I was following the Broncos, they were my team for a while when Peyton was over there because, Peyton's the GOAT. I mean, he's not the GOAT, but I love Peyton. He's a good guy. And, that was the year. I think it was the year or 2 years before they like won the Super Bowl. And they had number one, like that was the year he had like 50 some touchdowns, passed, like 5,000 passing yards or something stupid. Like it was insane. He broke all these records, and they were like the number one scoring offense, like one of the highest, or the highest of all time. I don't fucking remember exactly. This goes to show how much.
There's another Manning brother, right?
Yeah, his brother's Eli. Eli is on the Giants, or was. I think he's retired at this point. But Peyton was on the Colts, and then he went to the Broncos. And so I watched that year because I liked Peyton. And they made it all the way to the Super Bowl. And they played the Seahawks. The Seahawks were number one defense in the league. And the Broncos were number one offense in the league. She's already fucking rolling her eyes, not paying attention. So the Broncos were number one offense in the league. Seahawks were number one defense in the league. And the Seahawks fucking smoked the Broncos. Like, they beat them like 38-3 or some stupid shit.
Game. What year was this?
It was the year after I think it was the year after the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. Or maybe
that statement means nothing to me.
Well, the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. Everyone in California make a big fucking deal. And then they lost to the Ravens with...
that doesn't help me. Was that like 10 years ago? 3 years ago?
Ray Rice. Fuck, at this point, I think it may even be 10 years ago. It's been a long fucking time. Anyway, so the bantering and ranting are part of this, so get used to it. But
my life,
sports
all day.
She fucking loves me all day. That's from another Eminem song.
All day.
It's called All I Think About. So fucking good. Eminem and Royce the 5'9". Fucking goats. All right. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. Sports. So
conversations with you go like, oh wait, go okay, back and
goes through a fucking wormhole, like ends up on that side.
It's not just like a straight up line.
You gotta keep up with the fucking roller coaster in my head. So so anyway,
can I just bring up something else and throw you off?
Don't fucking do that. I'll throw myself off enough. So anyway,
Ravens are part of what town?
Baltimore.
Okay.
Don't try to trip me up. Oh fuck that dude. And I'm drinking, which doesn't help. I'm not like drunk, but for some reason, alcohol, the first thing it does to impact me
is your memory.
It knocks out my short-term memory. I don't know why. Literally, I'll have 2 sips, and I'll forget what I'm talking about half the time. It's so fucking weird. I don't know why that is, because my memory is like actually really good, like sober. But for some reason,
we're backwards. I have like horrible long-term memory and then better short-term, and you have better long-term, and then I guess when you drink, your short-term.
When I drink, yeah, because I think we would say my short-term memory is good too.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, not with conversations because you always forget.
No, I
always have to bring us back.
The conversation, I'm just going on all these different routes. There's just all these things that just sporadically pop into my head, and then I lose track of what I'm talking about. So anyway, to go back to the question, sports. Honestly, I don't think either of us really have a favorite sport. I mean, she has an answer she'll provide, but it's not like she watches it or anything like that, really. I think football is entertaining to watch.
Well, I used to watch a sport all the time.
Yeah, figure skating. When you were doing figure skating.
Well, when it was also normal to have cable and not stream things, because now I don't. I probably would watch figure skating, but like we just stream Netflix.
Oh yeah, my parents ask me all the time. They're like, like you watch CNN? It's like, 1, no, I don't care about to watch CNN, and then 2, it's like I don't even have cable, so I can't watch it even if I wanted to. Like, and then before you moved in, I didn't have fucking TV, so I mean we use her streaming services on my TV, and so which at the time I didn't even have a TV because it's like I'm going to watch anything. I just watch it on my computer. I'm on my computer most of the time anyway. And then, and then we ended up fucking Game of Thrones. That was the thing. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just go buy a fucking TV. Why not?
Is football your answer?
Oh, do we have a question? Yeah, I would say football, hockey's entertaining to watch as well.
In person.
Hockey's fun to watch. I don't watch it. I'm talking about the last time I watched this was like my ex was a Ducks fan. And I think that was literally the last time that I watched.
I like the Ducks, but I didn't.
That was the last time I watched a hockey game.
I did not watch the Ducks on TV. It's like.
Well, no, I mean she would like to watch the games.
I would go to the Honda Center.
That was when I saw it.
And see the Ducks play. And it's fun going to the games, but like watching on TV is just like I think all sports are just.
I think football can be fun to watch, but I think football can also be boring as fuck if it's a slow game and they're not scoring.
Gymnastics is more entertaining than football.
Who am I talking? What?
Like
gymnastics? That shit's the most boring crap ever.
No, and they're like on the beat and like flipping around. You're like, oh my god, don't fall. Oh my gosh.
No, I mean,
like
that can be impressive, but it's so fucking dull. It's like it's quiet. No one's talking. It's just one person on a fucking beam spinning, and the only thing that matters is the Olympics because everything else is shit.
And stuff where they're like in that like big arena and they do it to music.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like it doesn't require talent to do it. That's not the question.
I don't know.
It's just
way more exciting to me than like.
Yeah, I don't find it. I don't find it to be exciting.
I used to watch tennis sometimes.
That's kind of dull.
Can be. I used to watch Martina Hingis.
It's kind of honestly. I gotta go. Football's number one, and hockey's the close two.
Yeah.
For entertainment to watch on TV.
Yeah, I'd say figure skating. 100%.
She only says that because she figure skated when she was like 2 years old or whatever. I mean, she said more recently, but I saw her on the ice. No, I'm kidding. You were better than you thought you were going to be.
I don't know what I was like.
Expecting. She did a good job on the ice. She hadn't been on it for fucking 10 years, and she thought she was going to be like Michelle Kwan rolling on there, and. You weren't. You were like, you hadn't been on in a while. And then you got on and you were getting familiar with it.
I thought like I would not completely like have lost the way it felt.
You didn't lose it. It's familiarity, babe. Because, like, this is not, we're not getting R-rated or whatever. But we'll get a little R-rated now. We were on the bed before fucking around. And,
we were wrestling.
Yeah, we were
like actually wrestling.
Well, not wrestling.
Well, jujitsu.
We were doing jujitsu, and like we haven't done that in a couple of months, right? And she was a blue belt, and I was like white belt, like 3 stripes or whatever. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting a concussion, and that was the end of that since then. Yeah. But yeah, we were fucking around, and like. I did a move to you that I hadn't done in months, and yeah, it felt a little like, okay.
You got confused with the hands. You're like, wait.
Well, the Kimura.
Yeah.
That I wasn't sure, but the fucking whatever the sweep, and I switch legs and I mount you or whatever, and it sounds super sexual, but
yeah.
So when I mount you.
Mounted
and and I like was like
you sat on top.
I was right on top of you, staring in my eye. So anyway, that move, like I did pretty well, like as if
I don't think I can lose jujitsu though, like.
Well, it's muscle memory.
It's different.
It's muscle memory. It would be the same for. It's just 10 fucking years.
That's like if you forgot how to do things, but I don't
like
know
figure skating.
I don't know if I can forget.
Like figure skating.
No, because it's different.
It's not.
I think it is.
No.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
All right. This I think this question is exhausted. I think we've squeezed every little bit of an answer out of this question, including other questions that weren't asked that I rambled into whatever.
Yes.
So let's see what the next question is.
We have a few minutes left, so I guess we could do another icebreaker.
Oh, all right. That's actually pretty good timing. We did a deeper. We did 2 deepers and an icebreaker last time.
I'm only finding deep questions. So here we go. Oh, okay.
What was this last question? Was that a deep?
The TV or the sports?
Yeah.
Icebreaker.
So the first game we had 2 deepers and an icebreaker, and this game so far we've had a deep and an icebreaker.
Yeah.
And now we have another. So now 2 icebreakers. Yeah. Okay. We go a little chiller. We drink.
All right. This is a casual question, which is interesting with this one because for us, it's switched. So, shower in the morning or at night?
Oh, God. Both. So I like both for their individual purposes. Showers at night are really nice because it's like, especially if you're out during the day, it's like it's kind of like washing just like the dirt off you, like the dirt of the day, like literally and metaphorically. And then it's so nice to go into a bed clean. Because I know I'm kind of saying some of her answer right now. It's nice and clean. You get in your PJs or naked, and you go in the bed. It's enjoyable to sleep naked. So, tip if you don't or haven't. You just do that, and it's chill. Now, with that being said, and that's why I preface it, I tend to take a shower in the morning. And usually it's kind of the same thing, but in reverse. It's like, I want to be clean. It helps wake me up. And I don't know, it's kind of like a good start to the day. So I don't hate either one. I feel like I used to do night showers a lot. And then like, as I got older and like became an adult and was like working and stuff like that, I think I started to do day. And now it's mostly become like, it's just a nice way to like kind of start the day. And I think I've kind of gotten you a little bit hooked on it.
Yeah, because I've literally done night showers my whole life. And that's because I was always doing sports. And like,
so it was a practical thing.
It was a practical thing because like I would come home after school like all dirty, shower and whatever. And then like again I started doing jiu-jitsu in 2018, however many years that was. And so because of jiu-jitsu being at night, you're all sweaty and gross. Of course I'm going to shower at night. So it was just not even a question. And then, but now lately, because I'm on a hiatus from jiu-jitsu at the moment. And so I'm not training, but I'm sure if I still was, I would be doing the night showers. Lately though, like I've been coming home so tired. It's just like, I'm glad we have the showers out of the way in the morning. Excuse me.
But you do like the morning shower.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, no, I feel good in the morning.
It is kind of a nice like wake me up.
It's just like, I'm ready for the day. Like I, get some chores done. We do maybe the podcast if we have time, and then I go to work.
Yeah.
And then I'm feeling good. Like I don't know, it's nice. Yeah. I've sort of forgotten what it feels like to shower at night because it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of those days, if you're sweating a lot or it's hot outside or whatever, me with my haircuts, like I have like a ritual. If I get a haircut, the first thing I'm doing when I get home is I'm taking a shower. Like I immediately want to get like the little hairs off me. It's like itchy. It's dirty. Like it's just all over my clothes. First thing I do, clean it out. So if I wake up on a day and I take a shower in the morning and I get a haircut in the afternoon or something, then obviously I'm taking 2 showers that day. But I know frequent showers are not, they're not bad, but you don't want to completely strip all the oils off you continuously. So, but yeah, I think we should call it there since we're already running over a little bit from we don't have a restricted or required time. We so far are trying out like 30 minutes an episode. But I definitely think
I'd say between 30 and 40 minutes is like a comfortable place.
Yeah, I like the the chiller long form sort of thing, and when we get into that, and maybe if we have a better setup, or if you guys like to hear the long form, if it feels too rushed, especially when we get into topics about the Myers Briggs, when we're starting to talk about we're not just maybe playing a game, but maybe even the games, like you guys like these questions, we can go through more of them. Because we're basically getting through three questions so far in 2 games. We got through 3 each game.
And then maybe if we get enough people watching and they have questions, we can answer their questions too at some point.
Yeah.
We could do like many different like variations of like this.
Yeah. No, that would be really cool. So, we'd be able to get those, and then obviously we could take requests from you all for topics of things you'd like us to talk about. Like I said, any and all topics, no holds barred.
Speak for yourself.
She's giving me the fucking eye right now.
It depends.
Relatively any and all topics. I mean, I can and likely will talk about anything, but any and all topics, as long as my lovely girlfriend doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Pretty much.
Good?
Yeah. Safe to say.
Okay. If you guys really want to hear something, let me know. I'll bug her outside the video. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for attending, listening, watching. Really appreciate you. And we will hopefully be back with an episode tomorrow morning on the Myers Briggs. We're going to go into a little bit of detail about our personalities and kind of strengths and weaknesses, how it affects our relationship, careers, and whatnot. And yeah.
And then also to add, we don't actually have like a filming schedule at the moment. We are still figuring out this whole thing. We've had to get a lot of troubleshooting done just with our filming setup. We've had to set up all of our accounts. So a lot of that has just been taking up a lot of time. So now that kind of like the bulk of all of that is done, I feel like we may be filming more now that all of kind of the not so fun stuff has been finished. So we may just, it could be every other day, it could be every day, it could be twice a day. So we're gonna kind of explore those options, and if we do kind of finalize what we like, then we'll say it and announce it. But as of now, it's a little bit spontaneous, but that'll clear up at some point, hopefully soon.
Yeah. No, it's been fun so far. So I like to keep the train moving ahead, and definitely, at least I would say a reasonable goal is us trying to do a couple episodes a week. What that ends up being, who knows? But yeah, I would say at least if we're doing, a couple. But yeah, we're going to keep working on it. We'll figure out what we want to do. And yeah, I mean, if we have the topics to talk about, if we get requests, people want to do stuff and we can make the time, we'll do it. Yeah, we also, before I forget, we created a Twitter account. So feel free to go on Twitter, check out our Twitter account. It is twitter.com/Banter and Bliss. So our account name is Banter and Bliss. You can find us on there, and we'll be posting about all new episodes on there. So that is all I have. Is there anything else you have?
Thanks for watching. And yeah, stay tuned. Check out our Twitter. Follow us on there, and yeah, thank you for the support. And yeah, we love you guys.
Thanks, babe. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.